In the remote hills of Provence, a small farm named Ferme des Murmures sat surrounded by endless fields of lavender. Locals avoided the area after sunset, whispering about the strange sounds that drifted across the fields, voices, laughter, and sometimes desperate cries. Julien, a travel photographer, had heard the rumors, but dismissed them as superstition. He rented the farmhouse for a week, eager to capture the golden fields in the soft morning light. The first day passed uneventfully. Lavender swayed gently in the breeze, birds chirped, and the farmhouse felt peaceful. But as night fell, a faint rustling echoed across the fields. Julien assumed it was the wind. Later, while reviewing his photos, he noticed something unsettling. In every picture of the fields, faint human silhouettes appeared among the lavender, always at the edge of the frame. They weren't there when he took the shots. Curiosity turned to unease. That evening, he walked to the edge of the fields. The moon cast silver light over the plants, shadows dancing like living figures. Then he heard it. Whispers carried on the wind, unintelligible but urgent, forming words he could almost understand. Stay, stay. Julien froze. Hello, he called, voice shaking. Only the wind answered, weaving through the lavender. Suddenly, the air shifted. The silhouettes became clearer. Pale figures, faces indistinct, moving gracefully through the rows of plants. Julien stumbled back. They weren't hostile, but their presence was impossible, ethereal, floating just above the ground. A soft, sorrowful voice whispered directly in his ear, "Do not take the photos." His camera hung around his neck. Julien turned it on instinct. The viewfinder revealed an impossible scene. The silhouettes looked human, trapped, their expressions pleading, reaching toward the lens. The ground beneath him trembled lightly, and a low hum rose from the fields. Julien's heart pounded. These weren't ghosts in the usual sense. Something more ancient and restless filled the farm. From the farmhouse, a faint light flickered. Julien looked back and saw no one inside, yet the shutters moved as if pushed by invisible hands. He felt compelled to run, yet his feet were heavy, reluctant. The whispers grew louder, overlapping, a chorus of voices speaking all at once. Some words were French, some old dialects, a mixture of warning and lament. Remember us. Do not forget. Panicked, Julien fled toward the farmhouse. As he ran, the silhouettes reached out, not to harm, but to grasp, to plead. One brush of lavender leaves against his arm felt like icy fingers. Inside, the farmhouse was dark and empty, yet the whispers continued, echoing from every corner. Julien dropped his camera in desperation. The screen flared one last time, capturing an image he could never erase. Dozens of pale figures, eyes wide, faces frozen in time, reaching toward him from the fields. Morning broke. Julien awoke on the porch, the lavender fields bathed in golden light. Nothing seemed out of place, no whispers, no figures. But the photographs on his camera, every shot, every frame, contained the silhouettes, always at the edges, watching, waiting. Julien left Provence immediately, yet he could never shake the memory of that night. In dreams, he walked through endless lavender, whispers brushing his ears, shadows stretching across the fields. And somewhere, in Ferme des Murmures, the silhouettes remain, bound to the land, waiting for the next visitor who dares photograph the whispering fields of Provence.